I was just watching the Prime Minister, Gordon Brown of the Prime Minister Gordon Brown of Great Britain. He was doing he was speaking to a joint session of Congress here in the United States. Oh, that's my police scanner going on. We'll talk about that in a second. Well, let me just listen.
I'm looking for someone to back up 44. Getting a person wanted at 107.
Okay, I ain't gonna take the address.
It's a Gallery Foods.
Ooh.
Disease, the male black.
Okay. They after somebody on 107th Street or
No,
something.
he's inside the store now. He's wanted for harassing and threatening the complainant. He doesn't give an ID or anything.
Somebody was harassing some people in one of the stores on 107th Street. Okay, enough of that. I was watching Gordon Brown, which is pretty cool. The great, Prime Minister of Great Britain talking to a joint session of Congress. Pretty cool. And I love this, the international politics. I'm trying to. I told myself I'm going to try to stay away from it. That's another talk. But I love the conspiracy theory people. They talk about we're entering, or we're already in a new world order. New world order. Who knows? Does it really matter? I don't know. The point is that the question is, and you can put the your comments on the computer here. Just type them in on the YouTube piece. Do you think that we're moving toward one world government? Are we in a one world? Are we in a one world government, or does it really matter? Does it really matter? Send me your comments. Thanks. I was listening to my police scanner here, and I love to hear the drama, but I'm in the process of transformation, so I need not to listen to all the stuff that goes on in the neighborhood. It's a catch-22. You have to be informed, but you don't want to be overwhelmed with information where it takes away from your thinking. I'm in a process, we go through these processes every now and then. Right? I'm going through the process through transformation. We're all getting a little older, a little wiser. And the show I used to do 10 years ago, I have to sort of tweak it over time. People that saw me 10 years ago who see me now, oh, Mark, you weak. You done sold out. You weak now. Well, they ain't seen nothing yet, okay? Because I'm at the point that what I did 10 years ago, what I did 5 years ago, really doesn't work. And what really got me going with this Barack Obama thing, I know I have my friends over here who think the end of the world is near. And the spaceships are going to come down out of the sky and blow up America. Some people say, America's going to be destroyed. You read Revelation, you read Daniel, America's going to be destroyed. You will have to make preparations to leave America. That might be true. I don't know. But I can't focus on that. Because whatever you focus on, that's what you're going to attract in your life. You may be living in the midst of poverty, but that's not your reality. You know what I'm saying? All your friends and family may be dying off too young, or they sick or something, they got all kind of illness, but that's not your reality, because that's not what you choose to focus on. Does that make sense? So I'm in the process right now of trying to separate the show, and some of the guests I used to have, I'm not going to have on the show. And some of the doomsday sayers, or if I have them on, that's only going to be in a certain context. If you see the show here in Chicago, it's called Viewpoint. It's been a Viewpoint for years. In fact, when I started the show in 1991, I had a concept called Improving Students. That was my original premise, okay? That didn't work. It didn't go so well. And then so I changed the name of the show to Black Talk. But African Americans don't want to be black, which is fine. We were black for a while. We were Negro for a while. We were black for a while. Now we're African American, and a few years from now we probably would be just Americans. Another 20, 25 years from now, who knows? So I changed the show from Black Talk to Viewpoint. Very generic term. It's been Viewpoint for years. Now I'm going to keep the name Viewpoint, but on YouTube, if you notice the show, I like to call the show Marc Sim Chicago. So I'm going to do some shows here in public access, and it'll be called Marc Sim Chicago. It's still just me, but the political stuff I'm going to try to keep on the Viewpoint, and the more nicer things, motivational type things, metaphysical type show, that will be Marc Sim Chicago. There's a lot of people I would love to interview. Like I like Kenny Williams of the Chicago White. You see, you can't. I got my Chicago White Sox shirt on. You really can't see it because this is baseball season. we're taping the show in March, but it won't run until April here in Chicago. It'll be on in March, and there you go, my sock. You know, White Sox won the World Series, and I don't have a cameraman, as you can tell. So the White Sox won the World Series in 2005, my team. And you got to give them their props, okay? We can ride that World Series victory at least for 10 years into the year 2015. But it was pretty cool. I didn't believe the White Sox won the World Series until I saw the parade go down the street. Unbelievable. So I would love to interview Kenny Williams. Kenny Williams is the general manager of Chicago White Sox. Love to interview him. But I can't, have, doomsday sayers that I bring on Kenny Williams. It doesn't make any sense. He may not even want to be a part of that type of show, which is understandable. I like Ozzie Guillen. Ozzie Guillen is the coach of the White Sox. The manager of the White Sox. And I would love to interview Ozzie Guillen. Can't do that if I got, so I'm trying to separate. So the show is trying to change a little bit. And eventually I may dump the whole viewpoint concept over time. I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's why if you see Mr. Yahuda Ben Israel on my show, I have set up his own website. And I'm going to tell a lot of people, maybe I should do the commercial right now. Mr. Yahuda Ben Israel has his own website. I don't want to say YouTube. You can't really. YouTube is almost generic. But if you look up Yah Our Righteousness, I'll put it on the screen, and you go directly to his videos. So pretty soon you won't see him on my video, maybe bits and pieces, but pretty soon you will only see him on his channel. Now my goal was to do about 5 or 6 shows from him, and that's about it. At some point I'm going to cut him off altogether. He's going to have his own producer, his own TV show. I'm the only person that brings on Mr. Yahuda Ben Israel on my show because I think he's very intriguing. He has a pretty good message. It's not for everyone, but those of you who enjoy that, enjoy it. And many people on the computer who see him on the computer all around the world, they enjoy it. But I told him that for what I need to do, he's on for a while, and at some point, maybe in definitely 210, going to cut him right off. Okay? If I interview him, it's only going to be maybe on certain subjects like health or something like that. Maybe some political, but I'm not going to have him on as much. So that, and then of course I had John Muhammad on. John Muhammad is the representative of Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad was the the guy who ran. Well, they say he was the message of God, which I believe. That's the message of God. You could be the message of God if you did what Elijah Muhammad did. So the Bible's full of messengers. The Holy Quran is full of messengers. So he said he was a messenger. Either you believe it or you don't believe it. Elijah Muhammad had a compelling story, very compelling story, because it was about African Americans. Why we were slaves, why we over here in the wilderness of North America. No one really helped us. We was here for hundreds and hundreds of years. Nobody came to help us. So, so they have a theology. It's very, very intriguing. Whether you believe it or not, it's intriguing and quite plausible. But John Muhammad, he has his own site, and I encourage them to help them set it up and help them teach them how to do this YouTube thing, have their own YouTube site, and your shows can go on there, and then you're going to have to do it yourself. Like Elijah Muhammad said, do for self. So, and then hopefully over time, I will have more, yes, my show will be more homogenized, I know. But this is where we're going. Let me take a quick break, then I'll come back and talk some more.